I gotta do it again for you guys, but well, it started out with just basically me being really nervous, a lot of nerves, and I wasn't really sure because we were coming with a bunch of people who had like 3 years of experience, and I was a newbie, and I just was really nervous about it. And the first day it went okay, but the second day I was carrying a bag of balls, and just 5 or 6 little boys ran up to me and started loving me. And I was really overwhelmed because I thought I was the one supposed to be pouring out my love into their hearts. And what do you know, they started it. They came to me and started pouring out love into my heart first. And I was just overwhelmed. I was like, I'm supposed to be here serving you and you're serving me, which is just mind-blowing to me. But I have 2 stories I want to share. One was when we were at the hospital, and just the differences between an American hospital and a Nicaraguan hospital is like comparing a doghouse to a mansion. And I was overwhelmed by just the way it looked. And there was this one story, there was this one girl who had got a snake bite, and she had to get her leg amputated right here. And all she was given was ibuprofen. And unfortunately that day at the hospital, we were walking out and we heard screaming, really loud screaming. And later the next day we found out that it was her screaming right after surgery. And I also saw her dad right after we prayed for him, standing by the door just with this look upon his face, and he's just like, he was so scared and nervous. And I don't even know how he felt at that time, because it's his daughter in there, and she's like, her screams, I can just play them back in my head, and it's very overwhelming. And on a happier note, another story was I was with like 15 little girls, so many, and they were trying to teach me how to dance, and of course I had no clue, and I was throwing in my weed whack or whatever it's called. I was throwing in everything, and sprinkler, and they just, I remember at the end, every single one of those girls came up to me and gave me a hug right when we finished. Every single one of them. And they all knew my name by that. I had no idea what their names were, but they knew mine, and they were hugging me. And that just really spoke out to me. And it was like, these kids have nothing compared to what I had, and they still have the biggest hearts I've ever seen in my life. And that's what's really touched me this week. Thank you.
And then, how has this made a difference for you?
This has made a huge difference for me. A life-changing difference. Back in the United States, I was always worried about being the top dog, trying to be the most popular, maybe mixed up in the wrong group of friends. And just this week has really opened up my eyes and my heart and God showed me that it doesn't matter who I'm trying to please or who I'm trying to make happy. All that matters is I'm loving everyone, no matter who they are, what they look like, or what they do, just like God loves me. And just love.
Thanks.